All right, guys, excuse the mess. We're having a quick little update, give you an idea of kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to try to put this up and maybe see if I can get some replies. I'm going to go camping tonight for the Eclipse. I'm not sure exactly what my setup is going to be. So excuse the Sony here, the Sony with the wrist mini Sony action cam. That's actually for the Patreon fans, which is going to be a giveaway, although I can't incentivize you joining Patreon. But here's my solar film that I got. Now, it was only $9. Luckily, I ordered it before I left for the Arctic, and that's because it was only $9, $9.99 or something like that. And I checked to maybe get a second one because I do have a second camera, and so I was thinking, idiot, I should have bought two of them. And they wanted $95 for this little 4x4 piece of film when I checked this week. So that isn't going to happen. I'm not going to pay that, and I'm not going to do the last minute rush. But I do have this set up. These aren't glass, I think they're just plastic, but they're gradient filters. If you can tell, the top is darker than the bottom. What that helps you do is help really expose sunset landscape photography and allows you to really sort of open up the foreground and without whiting, blowing out the sky is what they'd say. The sky would be washed out. So you can kind of tint the top without having to do it in post-production. So I've got this little attachment guy for these tiny little slides. So what I've done is I've just lined that up, and I think I'm going to cut this film to the FC1000 because it can do 4K and it's got a decent zoom. I'm thinking about doing a 4K video instead of a time lapse on the FC1000 while we get the C1 to C2 until total eclipse happens. Then what I've got here is I've got an f8 constant. This is a 12 to 35 that's on the GX8, whatever this thing is that I'm using at the moment. And now I've got a couple options with this. So during totality, I don't need this guy. So it can continue doing its video / time-lapse, whatever I decide to do. I've got the 1 to 400 here, so I can zoom in all the way and maybe potentially get some really cool corona shots and get the the actual halo of the total eclipse. And then the other thing I'll probably end up doing, this little homemade sleeve I got here, is this is pretty much my nighttime photography lens. This is the Rokinon. It's a 12 mil. It's a manual everything, but it is an f2. So I'm thinking in total darkness, when the stars start to come out and you can see some of the other planets, definitely when I look to the west, there'll be a couple other planets, so bright stars basically. I should be able to get some cool shots with the wide open star shots. I should have almost full 2 minutes where my spot is, so I'm not limited to too much, but I have to do this in kind of a hurry. And then we'll leave the FC just doing its thing the whole time. And I'll probably put the bigger battery on the FC here. Let me know what you guys think, if it's a stupid idea or any other direction. Again, if you haven't checked out Patreon, go ahead and do that. And I've got a video on why and how I plan on using it. But, yep, boys, I'm back from the Arctic. If you didn't see my previous video, and I'm getting packed up. We're taking the 990, and we're going to go camping tonight, so I don't have to worry about getting out there super early in the morning. I can just kind of enjoy the scenery. All right, let me know. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.
Thanks for all the love and support. You guys are amazing. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow the adventure on social media, and we'll see you on the road.